What's going on, family? What's going on? Another day to be thankful. Thank God, you know what I'm saying? Get on your knees for God, you know what I mean? Humble yourself, you know, when you're in your room and stuff, get on your knees, man. You know what I'm saying? Bring that humility towards the awesome, you know what I'm saying? Towards the best, you know what I mean? God, you get what I'm saying? The majestic, the all-knowing, the all-present, the all-powerful. God is omnipotent, omnipresent, you know what I'm saying? Omniscient. Give thanks to that source, you know what I mean? That he woke you up today. You know, I got this big truck in front of me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say it's Noise Campaign because it was here before I got here. Noise campaigns usually, they get there after you get there. This is already here, it's just a big truck. But yeah, it's all good. You know what I'm saying? Everything is cool, everything is smooth like that. You know what I mean? So today, I just wanted to go explain temptation. You know what I'm saying? Because as God's people, we want to try our best. And I mean, we want to try our best to not fall in temptation. Because that's the main thing that's the main thing the enemy gonna want you to do. The enemy is gonna want you to fall in temptation. And what be the two main factors that lead people to fall, RG, into temptation? One of them is boredom. The second thing, hold on, I'm gonna let this truck get on by. Hold on, I'm gonna get into it. I'm gonna get into it. No games being played. No games being played. So the second thing, so the first thing that allow people to fall in temptation, right? Let me calm down. So the first thing that allow people to fall in temptation is boredom. It's being bored. Boredom. People don't understand the power of boredom. The devil loves to play around in your mind. It's like it's like the devil's playground when you're bored, when you're not busy. You know what I'm saying? When the body's busy, a busy man is a good man. An old person would tell you that. Because when you're bored, when you ain't got nothing to do, that is like the devil's playground. That's when, you know what I'm saying, everything is knocking. Everything is knocking for the opportunity to influence you. And then the second factor is peer pressure. After you bored, you don't know what to do. If usually you lead you know what I'm saying, you open the door for them demons to come on in and boom. Or when you're bored, peer pressure, you're more open to people that you know you shouldn't be around, to voices that you know you shouldn't hear. But these demons nowadays, these demons are crafty. Some of them let you know off the rip what time they on. Others, they don't let you know off the rip what time. You just find yourself like, dang, how did I get in this situation? What's going on? You know what I'm saying? They smile. You know, they give you stuff. You know what I'm saying? They show you, you know, this artificial love. And why I say it's artificial love, because it's an ulterior motive behind it. It's a hidden objective behind why they showing you love. You know what I'm saying? It's the demons operating behind them so they can get access to you. You know what I mean? They show love so they can get access to you, so they can use you, so them demons could get inside your vessel. You know what I'm saying? Temptation is necessary for this program. You know what I'm saying? But for God's people, we have to avoid temptation at all costs. And with the human fleshly abilities, we are limited. You know what I mean? We are limited creatures. We are limited. We can't do the things God can do. We need God. You know what I'm saying? These demons, you know what I'm saying? They can't stand up against God. But God gives us free will, the freedom of choice, the freedom of love to lean on him. And once we lean on him and pray on him, you know what I'm saying? We learn to keep our mind busy and fixated on God and on the right things. Because once we bored, which is going to happen all throughout the day when you're working, boredom is going to happen. But the trick to overcoming boredom is mastering your mind, mastering your self-control, and figuring out things to keep yourself busy. Like an old man say, you know what I'm saying? A busy man is a good man. You know, that's what an old man would say. You know what I'm saying? But the youngsters, they ain't trying to hear all that. You know what I'm saying? They ain't trying to hear all that. All that's going on. I don't want to get graphical or nothing like that. I don't want to plant any lustful seed, but all the graphical stuff that be going on, you know, youngsters, their hormones and stuff like that is enraged, and they looking at breast and buttocks. You know what I'm saying? And it's the power of breast and buttocks. You know, if you go to some places out in foreign countries, they are desensitized to breasts and buttocks. Like tribal people, the women all are just breast and buttocks, you know what I'm saying? Just bare nipple. And it doesn't, you know what I'm saying? They're not aroused or erected unless it's an intimate moment or something. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't faze them. But here in America, in the wild, wild west, oh man, people like hyenas once they see a little bit of breast and a little bit of buttocks. Our materialistic things, cars, vehicle, jewelry, clothes, people having fun, you know what I'm saying? You know, that's what it's saying. Like most girls, they want to have fun. The reason why they don't want to get with a good guy, he's living his morale, but the good guy doesn't know how to have fun, have a relationship with God, and avoid temptation and have fun. You know, the good guy is just plugged in on doing all the right things, but the good guy doesn't know how to have fun. And then the bad guy looks like he knows how to have fun. So the women get attracted to that. You know what I'm saying? And in their physical flesh, they get attracted to what looks fun. You know what I'm saying? And what I'm saying is, as God's people, you can have fun, but you got to have a morality fun. Your fun can't be immorality. There's a difference between morality and immorality. You know what I'm saying? And most people of the world, they fall into the immorality factor. You know what I'm saying? But when it's time to get it, when it's time, because right now, most people in their late teens, in their middle 20s and the middle 30s, people gonna peer pressure you like, oh, you know, in the 20s and the 30s, you know, that's the time that you're supposed to get out here and mingle and have fun and build your experiences up. Then when you get older, that's when you settle down and get serious. You know what I'm saying? And then you got to work extra hard when you get older just to maintain things. But if you reverse that and you keep yourself busy, no minding the females that just want to have fun and running why you can't, you know, if they want to have fun, you going to have fun. You know what I'm saying? Ignore the YOLO. You going to have fun. God going to make sure you have fun. But right now, your late teens, your 20s and 30s, it's about time to grind. It's not time to go on to college, get yourself on in college so you can look like you got a degree, so you can put up trophies in the shelf case. You know what I'm saying? Look, I got this degree, and then you got that degree, and you still working at 9-to-5 jobs because the degree is not what is not right now. They ain't hiring for that degrees. You know what I'm saying? Certain degrees, you got to be plugged in with certain networks to get those jobs, even if you have those degrees. So now you'll just be overqualified with all these degrees. You know what I'm saying? Some people just go to college just to go to college. They be partying and stuff, and then they get these degrees and they ain't doing their research. You know what I'm saying? You got to do your research and everything. It's people that's smart, dumb smart out here. They can absorb and memorize information well, but it's nothing that they can apply. Have you ever met a dumb smart person? They could just absorb information. They got like photogenic memory, and they seem like geniuses because they can absorb so much. They can remember so much information, but it's then the wisdom, you know what I'm saying, was what to apply. You know, you get a career, a job, you find out something that's going to work for you. You go get a trade, you go get a degree that you know for sure that they going to hire you. Don't get no degree and then you can't do nothing with it. You get me? That's what you call a dumb smart person. who can absorb and memorize all this information. You know what I'm saying? But at your 20s and 30s, you know, you're supposed to get it. You know, and for God's people, man, we supposed to shed light on youngsters who has an open ear to want to hear what we got to say. Don't tell them to go out here and build your experience up and have fun. Tell them to stay on their grind. Work. Stay on your grind. If you're going to school, make sure you're going to school for something that could be a tool for later on. So for the people, if they want to have fun later on, they have fun, but hopefully they get a relationship with God. You know, that's key. And you can still have fun, morality fun. And the next thing is peer pressure is what allowed people to fall in temptation. Peer pressure, influence. You know, the school system is based off, you know what I'm saying, that peer pressure mechanism. You know what I'm saying? People are pressured by their fellow peers, by the fellow people around them. And the influence of people. Oh, it's okay, you know what I'm saying, to do this. It's okay to do that. It's not okay. Because that's going to open the door to temptations. They being operated by demons, and them demons are being commanded from Satan. That's all a chain of command here. Do not fall into temptation. It's coming at you from every angle. It's coming at you from everywhere. It's coming at you from everywhere. All in your circumference, all that's going on. And you think you missing out. You ain't missing out on nothing. You ain't missing out on anything. You know what I'm saying? Things that look good and stuff like that, it ain't good. You know what I'm saying? If you want to see change, you got to be the change. You know what I mean? Because if you fall into temptation, if you open that door to sin, them demons will come in, and if they don't recognize you, like game recognize game, light recognize light, demons recognize demon. They get in there and they oh, you ain't one of us. Oh, they finna torment you now. Now you wondering why all these bad things is happening, and all the evil people, they have their way, but you don't have your way. Why don't you have your way? Because you're a child of light, being peer pressured and opening the door for temptation because you're bored. You know what I'm saying? These demons recognize demons, and if they see that you ain't one of them and you let them in, oh, they finna mess up everything in there. They finna rearrange everything in there. They finna leave your brain messy, and situations just gonna happen of torment and things like that. Situations like that gonna happen. So why put yourself in that situation, children of light, children of God? You know what I'm saying? It's all a mindset thing. You got to keep your mind fixated on not being bored, on not being idle, because a bored mind is the devil's playground. And the next step, peer pressure. You got to rise above peer pressure. Don't be no follower out here. Don't be no monkey see, monkey do person out here. You know what I'm saying? You be the leader. Regardless if people look at you as unusual. Regardless if people look at you as weird or strange. You know what I'm saying? If following God is weird, strange, and unusual, you should thank God that you bear that burden or that blessing, because you will be rewarded by the Almighty, the All-Powerful, the All-Knowing. You will be rewarded for that. There's no love greater than that. These people can't give you that love. They'll give you a little bit of love. They'll give you a little snippet of love just to drop dirt on you and ghost you at the end of the day. Because at the end of the day, demons recognize demons. The children of dark gonna recognize that you ain't no children of dark, and they gonna do you dirty out here. So keep your mind on God, keep your eyes on the prize, you know what I'm saying? And keep your heart on peace. You know what I'm saying? It's not about proving nothing out here. You ain't got nothing to prove out here. You ain't missing out on nothing. I gotta go back to work, but family, please try your best to not fall in temptation, because that's what the game stalkers, that's the fuel, that's what they use. That's why it's a cycle of things that they can see how they can knock on your door, and if you allow them to come on in, they can just mess up everything in your brain, flip your whole world upside down. So if you don't want that to happen, keep your heart, your mind, and your eyes on God. You know what I'm saying? Don't look to the left, don't look to the right. Focus on God. Peace.